What's going on, Clutch? Squat!
What up, what up, what up?
It's your boy Duck.
It's your boy Ross.
This is Clutch going rogue. Back to you, ladies and gentlemen. That's busy today. You feel me?
OnlyFans models regret making adult content. Very, very, very interesting. I did see, what's her name? I think China.
Oh, yeah. Black China?
Black China. She deleted her OnlyFans. She, took out, I think she took out some of her, I don't know if she removed some of her surgeries that she's done or like
the dimple thing.
Yeah. And I believe she ended up recently getting baptized, which hey, I'm all for,
Facts,
growth.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people are still on their little high horse. Oh yeah, she did that after she got the millions and millions. And
that's fine.
I understand that, but there's never a time when you can't change your ways for the better.
Good thing y'all not God.
Yeah, fact. So I don't know. Maybe, she, I believe she had said she just, she wasn't liking what, her life was becoming,
And I mean, you never know, fam. You just never know. I don't know how genuine it is. I don't know how real it is or whatever. I would only hope that it's real.
Yeah.
From what we see. But at the end of the day, that's who are we to judge?
Facts.
If a person found themselves being saved and following God now, bro, it don't matter what you did before.
Yeah.
Legitly, if you actually give yourself up to God, believing that He died on the cross for our sins, fam, anything is possible. So who are we to judge, what her path is now? Now, if she do, if anything else happens from there, I'm not even gonna put it out there, then, go forward. But
yeah,
I don't know, people just be so quick to judge what other people got going on. It's like you can never change from whatever, fall or whatever you've done in the past, according to other humans. So, but we're gonna check this out right now, man. A lot of people are gonna be like this when it comes to OnlyFans, because when you have kids and other things like that, you realize once I put something out on the internet,
it's there.
It's on the internet. So even on OnlyFans. So let's check it out right now. Make sure y'all run up them likes. We're trying to get to 100K, then 1 million.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I like OF a lot.
OF.
I enjoy posting myself. It's fun. I like talking to fans, but I am stepping back from doing
Yeah. So what shifted? What changed?
Over the past few months, I've become really unhappy and regretting certain decisions that I've made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like regretting just like making that kind of content?
I see you with the Georgetown Sixes. I see you, my boy.
There's so many different factors. The first one is my parents. It took a while for them to be proud of me. I don't think they like what I do. And that's like hard, not being able to talk to them about like my career.
I mean, let's keep it real. What normal parent's going to want to talk to their daughter about them doing sex work? It's not exactly the easiest one to support. What are you supposed to say? Oh, how was your day today? How was the freedom? Do you need some ice? She even goes on to say herself that she wouldn't want her kid to do the same work that she does.
Yeah, it makes sense. I can see I personally wouldn't want my child to get into work.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. I haven't had too many bad experiences working with other people, but I think that's a rarity. I think a lot of girls in the industry do have bad experiences, and so that's why I wouldn't want my child to become involved with it.
And like she's about to say, this also affects their relationship with sex in real life.
I don't have sex in my free life, but in my actual day-to-day life or anything. Really? Like with normal people now. Any sex that I have is on camera. And it's not that much. Like people, it's weird because the internet thinks that I'm like crazy and I'm out like fucking everyone, but I really don't have sex that often at all.
Yeah, unless you're at this performing.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I don't want it to be like that anymore. Because I think I lost track of like, sex is special and I want to be able to experience that again.
Yeah, the intimacy in it and not just like the performance of it.
Yeah, just being bombarded, the bigger and bigger I get, the more hate I receive. And that's like really gets to me and has been really getting to me the past few months. And also I think I've become really desensitized to sex and relationships.
So she's got parents that are disappointed in her, she's desensitized to sex, and it's hard for her to have a relationship. And it's going to be hard for her to find a good man, because most good men with self-respect are not going to be interested in a girl that's done that. And she knows this.
It's a lot of different things. It's worrying about who will take me serious is a big thing. The quality of men that are like into me has gone down because like they don't want to be seen.
Fam, the fact that she knows, she ain't one of them people coming on here popping her mouth.
No, It's the reality of the situation, bro. It's once you tell someone what you do, like what you do for your profession, and if you making up lies or whatever, they're already gonna be suspicious. But if you tell them the truth, that already limits their expectations. Well, like it changes things now, because now if they were literally trying to really see what's up, they most likely, a guy that really wants interested in you on more than just a sex level or want to get to know you, they're probably gonna fall back. And the ones that's gonna try to hit you up are the ones that's just looking to smash.
Yep.
That's it. So damn.
But she ain't in no denial type of
No, she
mood.
keeping it
real with
100.
herself. So I don't know.
Being with a girl that's on the internet having sex, so that's been hard.
Do you think they're wrong for that, or does that make sense to you?
I don't think they're wrong at all. I don't think there's anything wrong with not wanting to be with someone that has done porn.
Thank you.
There you go.
I think that's completely understandable.
Yeah.
So I don't blame anyone else but myself.
Yeah. I mean,
Accountability. That's
awesome, bro. I love to see that.
And then, with an attitude like that, I think she will most likely find somebody, because she's not putting herself on this pedestal. She's not walking with this chip on her shoulder. She understands that because of her actions, her level of dude drastically dropped. So
significantly.
And you never know. There's going to be somebody, I'm pretty sure, that's still going to come by and wife her up. But at the end of the day, she's not sitting here just, not really understanding that her actions cause this type of, image. And she's coping with it. She's dealing with it.
Yeah. I've had other conversations for sure that definitely went in a different direction, where it's like, you should just accept it,
No.
But
I'm realistic. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you should take me just as serious. Like, I understand why it would put people off. Like, I fully understand.
Yeah.
Now that she got respect for her for not acting like the victim or blaming anybody else or saying it's men's fault. She's saying it's all my fault, which isn't what a lot of other girls in her line of work have done.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in denial sometimes, and I can't accept some of the things that I've done.
The thing is, as much as she admits this and as much as she tries to do different things, it's always going to be there. People aren't going to forget. Also, she says she's still going to do OnlyFans, so she's still for the streets.
Deciding to quit porn is probably the biggest thing, because it's just not what I'm passionate about at this point. I just don't want to be known for it anymore, I guess. I don't want that to be my whole personality. Creating stuff and building a fan base and an audience off of something else, like whether it's like YouTube or Twitch.
Like I said before, I respect her for not acting like the victim and taking responsibility, but I think it's too little too late. Even if you try different things and you have success in those things, people are still going to remember you for what you originally did. I think we're only going to see more modern women doing this and coming out and saying they regret their decisions.
I have a kid. Now that I have my kid, I might be this, I'm a boss bitch, but deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be always with my child. But unfortunately, he's right. And that shit's hard. Unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, Yeah. But I would do anything to have a man.
I wasted 10 years on feminism and woke culture. And there was aspects of, you can be independent. You don't need a man and all of that New York woke bullshit that really happens.
When did you realize that it was a lie?
Honestly, probably a year ago. That's the problem.
What made you realize?
And it's interesting. I started really listening to Andrew Tate's long form content.
Yeah, nice.
And understanding truly what he meant.
Yeah.
And
he said nice.
It really changed everything for me and how I viewed men and women and relationships. And
my mom raised me to go, never cook for any man. You're going to be successful. You're not going to have kids until you're in your 30s or 40s. You're always going to take care of yourself first, because this is what she wanted for herself.
Right.
And she filled me with all of this. And I was like, this is what I want. I am not going to cook for any man. I'm going to be a feminist. And it wasn't really what I wanted. I didn't want, it's so fucking hard, right? In this Me Too movement, whatever. But I don't want to be equal, the same as my man. I think that there is a man and there is a woman. And I think that's okay. We don't do the same things and we don't serve the same function in a household. But I didn't really know myself well enough to know that I am much more traditional, I realized, than I wanted to be cooler than I am.
It's a mistake. I live quite a feminist life.
And that's crazy, because she was actually,
taught that way.
Brought up on those type of morals. So, a lot of times you really only know what you see. and are taught from, you know, being a young child. So in a way, I kind of empathize with her because I understand that, you know, that's nothing that
that's what she learned.
She didn't just grow up, see things, and just made her own decision on it. It was kind of something she was bred up on believing. So that's kind of tough right there.
Lifestyle for quite some time.
What do you mean you lived a feminist lifestyle?
I'm independent financially and all of those things, and I kind of pursued my career for a really long time. I pursued my academics for a really long time. I really appreciate all of that. I think as you get older, you realize how unfulfilling all of those things are, and when you're sold that dream for a really long time, you're so convinced that that can't wait, and you're so convinced that marriage, kids, and becoming all of those things that are more traditional can wait, and really biologically it's the other way around.
What is your opinion on modern day feminism? Because I think it is one of the most harmful things to women. Also, how do we combat that along with harmful views on men? We're teaching our men to not be masculine.
I'm not a big fan of feminism in any form. You know, I think that feminism from the very beginning was anti-family, but even the early feminists, if you look at the things they were saying about the family, they were not big fans of it. And they saw it as a patriarchal, oppressive institution. And so I think that feminism has, from the very beginning, been an attack on the family. And it's just that as it has lingered on, like a cancer, the cancer has spread and gotten more malignant. And so that's what we're experiencing today. There are some feminists, I think a small minority, who are realizing that all the trans stuff and the gender theory stuff is completely undermining everything they've worked for the past 100 years. Even though most of what they worked for is pretty terrible in and of itself. If I were to look for like one bright spot, it might be there. But I just don't know if those feminists tend to be shouted down and ripped to shreds pretty quickly. So I just wanted to end on some kind of positive note. That's as far as I could get.
She says, Patrick, this is very hard for me to say this. And let me tell you why it's very hard. I said, what's that? She says, ever since in high school, I wanted to prove to men that I can beat them. So when I graduated high school and college, I opened up my salon. We do very well. I've made millions of dollars. My people and my work that work at the salon, they do very well for themselves. I drive a nice car. I have a nice house. I have money. I have millions. I don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what decision I made last night? I said, what's that? She says, I want a husband. I no longer want to compete with men. I need them. And I'm like, what? She's saying this in front of 2,000 people with her sister sitting right next to her. And now she's getting emotional. How many 65-year-old women do we have to hear saying that I marched with the feminist movement and I bought into the fact that men are the enemy? I've never been married. I'm alone and I'm miserable and I wish I would have never bought into that philosophy.
And this is why
That's
all
crazy.
the single mass.
He hit. I don't cut deep, bro.
Yeah, bro.
When you're 65
by
and
yourself.
you did everything and you end up by yourself and all you have is just things.
You ain't got no one to share it with. Because
that hit different.
You went with that ideology. And the same thing for fellas
guys,
too.
Yeah, they think
Like,
y'all alive and think y'all gonna be cool forever, and all you end up doing is tricking off to these young girls and all that. Fam, you look just as sad as the women do. Don't think y'all cool because y'all just as much. That's crazy.
This is a good one right here, boy.
Women that are in their 40s are mad because they didn't keep the guy that really wanted to marry them back then. They were too busy trying to be in the streets, and now look at them, 40, angry, miserable, and masculine. You chose wrong. Blame yourself, not me.
I don't care if she was in the streets in her past and now she isn't. If she ever was,
she belongs to the streets.
Every time, every fucking.
Not belong to. She was born in it, molded by it, bred in it.
This is that, bruh. I'm telling you. I see it, bro.
I hope y'all wake up and see the message, fam. Like, if
sit
there's
up
any
there.
women that watch this, man, hopefully you guys wake up and see this
Why
message.
you can now, bro, before 30, 40 years go by like this. Now you by yourself. Because you sat up there, you ran off all these other individuals. And we're not talking about the ain't shit guys. We're talking about the guys that come correct, they got their stuff in order, and you too busy on nah, this ain't gonna go like this, ain't gonna go like that. And it's like it's no compromise because you stuck on that one mindset, and then you drop the good ones away. And now you just sitting there.
And fam, it ain't nothing. Hey, time. When I tell you, fam, it feel like we just graduated from high school, and this year will be 13 years for me that I've been in high school. I'm talking about that mug with just like that, like literally. And you realize, like, damn, like just imagine how some people are doing now. You know, when people are actually walking into their careers. A lot of people I know, you know, finishing school, getting their masters, doing all this. They trying to build all these accolades and not necessarily focusing on who to share that with, or you know what other things are gonna be important once those things are accomplished. Because once you receive and complete all of them goals, then what? You know what I'm saying? So, and everything is not for everybody, but at the same time, we do need companionship. That's you know, that's something that we do, you know, as human beings. That's something that we strive for. So hopefully you guys, you know, catch this message. Share this video. It was a great one, man. So shout out to Arco TV for sending this one for us seeing this on our timeline, because I'm like, bro, this is something that we need to check out. So hopefully y'all realize this, man. Do it now while you can, before you make an OnlyFans, before you decide to do certain things. Just think about your dignity and other things that's gonna come.
Already.
Bitches from Houston. If you got a problem, then we got the solutions. And there's no illusion. I made this shit happen, I'm living life lucid. I'm switching my strategies. Now they hate on me cause I'm causing casualties. But why are they after me? Deep inside they know they can't handle half of me.